Geekazine's special coverage of HP Discover 2011 is brought to you by Iolo System Mechanic. Go over and use the code Geekazine for up to 50% off System Mechanic 10. And Wirecast. Produce all your video straight from your computer right to the internet with Wirecast. Go over to geekazine.com and click on the link. Of course, Geekazine is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. Over at techpodcast.com. If it's tech, then it's here. All right, welcome to HP Discover. Jeffrey Powers here with Geekazine, the Tech Podcast Network. We're here with Kfir Godrich, the CTO of HP. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Just have you.
I am CTO for technology services.
For technology, yeah. And tell us a little bit about what's going on over at HP.
Very exciting time for us. We just announced yesterday the new EcoPOD offering coming out of ISS and ESSN. This is completing the portfolio of data centers for HP, in my opinion, being the largest and the most dense portfolio for data centers in the market. Very excited about it, and beside this, lots of things going on in TS from the point of view of services that we are launching lately, of course, leading the cloud offerings for the company. I think we have some very good things happening there with our hybrid cloud strategies, and very customer focused.
Okay. What was one of the biggest challenges that you guys had to put together something like an EcoPOD as opposed to a regular pod that you could get off of a lot of other systems?
The EcoPOD that was developed in ISS is a response to the market requirements to have a modular environment made for really high densities, going up to 69 kW per rack, going from relatively medium densities as low as 8 kW per rack, and to deploy it into an environment that is closer as possible to the typical enterprise IT environment. The regular pod, it's very dense, but also very compact. You don't have too much space there. If you're on the cold aisle, you still have a little bit of fun. Being in the hot aisle with around 130 degrees Fahrenheit, it's not fun being there as an IT operator. But the EcoPOD is opening for us, market to everybody that had an issue with the environment of the pods. Still, our pods, they are booming business, and a lot of people, they love it. But the EcoPOD is a step forward. Beside this, it is the lowest PUE you can get on the market nowadays, and in my opinion, is the best you can get for deploying modular, scalable, and in time to market, if this is something that you're looking for, data centers for high densities.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to talk about with?
Yes, I would like to let everybody know things that we're doing into the cloud nowadays. Cloud is the biggest buzz out there. Yeah, everybody is talking about it. Not too many people are talking about actual deployments or strategies that they've been involved. We've been involved in maybe several tens of some of the largest customers in the world in their not only strategy development but also actual deployment of their infrastructure into the cloud, into the public cloud a little bit, but mostly for the private cloud. And right now, what we launched lately services related to taking customers into what we call the hybrid cloud approach. Customers, they do own existing data centers, and they want to basically respond in a fast mode, in a scalable mode to the new requirement from their business units. So this is what they want to use different type of environments like modular data centers. So if you're talking about a row type of deployment with our garage system that was recognized by the DOE was one of the coolest things, and they even invest money into that. Going into the pods that we are selling for the last 2-3 years, and right now with the EcoPODs for high density deployments, we have the flexible data centers, which is basically a modular approach to medium type of densities that is directed into the major market, trying to go away from the high dollars per megawatt of the the green fields out there. So basically, we are utilizing these blocks, the way I'm calling them, to help customers deploy their cloud, utilizing different type of blocks all over the world in a global way to basically implement their cloud strategy. And why this is important? Cloud, it's a lot about distribution. People are going suddenly distributing their environment. When you distribute your environment, the problem that you are going to hit very fast is complexity. Okay. And if you are not very careful with the way that you're deploying your environments, you're going to get into chaos. So what you want to do is to have very ordinary blocks, things that you know what they are and how to control them, that they are growing with your business requirement in the most scalable way, responding to your business needs. And this way you're going to be, to take control of the big cloud. Otherwise, again, we think that you might get into issues of complexity and the worst thing that you want to go into chaos. So that's definitely kind of the things that we're seeing out there. So we helped our customers utilizing these different type of blocks. So if they want to keep them in-house, if they want to utilize co-locations, if they want, and at the end of the day, putting all these things together, utilizing our secure solution. Security is the number one problem that we're seeing into the cloud. Our customers, more than 65% of the customers, they are very, very concerned with security, especially where they want to, enterprise, a financial business, for example, which is one of our bread and butter customers. They would like to utilize as much as possible public cloud, but the question is how to integrate public cloud accessibility in a secure way. Yeah. With our hybrid approach, we are helping them doing that.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I've always been concerned about is where does the line cross? When do you keep it in the intra? I guess you could call it intra cloud and inter cloud in that aspect there. And when does it cross the line, and where does it cross the line, and how does it cross the line, so you stay secure? And
depending on the business, you're going to find yourself doing that, because overall, if you're looking in the way that cloud is getting deployed, there are still multi-tiered applications, and you need to still prioritize into your applications portfolio. Not everybody has, especially financial market, again, is a good example that they have, several thousands of applications that they are running out there. Not everything is virtualizable. Not everything is ready for the cloud. So it creates a situation where you must deal with all types of data centers. So suddenly you're asking yourself, okay, I need one way to keep all these things working together from the security point of view. But there is need to go out there and be in a co-location environment, and there is need to go out there and to take advantage of public cloud that is coming more and more. We are talking a lot about what we are going to do into the public cloud from the point of view of storage, of compute and stuff like this. We would like customers to take advantage of that. And we have significant solutions into our ESSN portfolio to take care of these things. And we do have very good services that they are enabling people to take advantage of these solutions that we have.
Anything else that you want to add to that, or?
I think we're good. All I'm asking our customers to take advantage of our cloud workshops, to learn about what we are doing there, to take advantage about our technology services, and run their IT better and optimize with us.
Okay. If there's one white paper or document out there that you think that the average IT person should get their hands on in an HP world, what would that be?
Oh, there are so many things right now. I will not point on one white paper. I think nowadays,
or a book for that matter.
Oh, books. Maybe the best book to look at to understand what's going on nowadays is still, I believe, Nick Carr, that used to be the Harvard Business Review. There's the Big Switch book. I think it's a very interesting book talking about what happened into the age of agriculture, into the industrialization, and then what basically is happening nowadays when we are moving from one type of computing into kind of, I don't want to say whatever computing, because he's leaving the definition to you if you want. So if you want to call it grid, cloud, but definitely we are going into a model of everybody can use computers, they use electricity nowadays. So this is the direction that he's talking in this book, and very, very smart and interesting book. I think it's that's something that I would direct people to read. But on HP's white papers, there are so many things that we are doing when it comes to especially with cloud, because people, they don't know what they are doing nowadays into this direction, and CIOs, they are becoming the architects of the enterprise, and they need to take more responsibility. They need to understand everything. So we are trying to basically simplify and put these things into blocks, into if you want, buckets of knowledge that the CIO is required to know in order to make a V or something. So if you want to talk about the security bucket, about cloud hardware, cloud software, cloud strategy. So we're trying to make these things simple. I think each one of these white papers is a requirement to read. Otherwise,
so in other words, read all the white papers.
Read
from
everything.
From word one to word whatever million and one.
Absolutely. You need to know so much stuff right now, and productivity is the name of the game.
Exactly.
To be productive, you need to produce and to learn how to produce. So
and create, yeah. All right. Well, Kfir, thank you very much for your time.
A pleasure. Thank you.
All right, then. That's all over at HP Discover. We've got a lot more interviews coming up very soon. This is Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine, the Tech Podcast Network, and we'll be back on HP Discover.
Thank you.
Geekazine's special coverage of HP Discover 2011 is brought to you by Iolo System Mechanic. Go over and use the code Geekazine for up to 50% off System Mechanic 10. And Wirecast. Produce all your video straight from your computer right to the internet with Wirecast. Go over to geekazine.com and click on the link. Of course, Geekazine is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network over at techpodcast.com. If it's tech, then it's here.